Finally. And Mr. Speaker, this is where the finance bill belongs. And I'm so glad that we are here debating it. Because, Mr. Speaker, we've got a lot of work to do in clearing and disabusing the misinformation that has been peddled about this finance bill, Mr. Speaker. Misinformation that is even leading our children to the streets on wrong information. Children who have been made to believe that the finance bill is a one clause, one question that will come to the House and members will vote yes or no. Each of every one of those children that I have engaged when they came to my social media asking whether I'm voting yes or no, I asked them which clause, and none of them could respond because they're just responding to what is being peddled in the media. But the finance bill belongs to the floor of this House. And Mr. Speaker, we are able now to tell the truth to Kenyans that the finance bill is what is going to allow us to be able to fund each and every single project that was listed in the budget, Mr. Speaker. But most importantly, Mr. Speaker, we will also be able to talk to Kenyans about the process that we have undertaken, the work that has been done by the Finance Committee, the committee that has engaged Kenyans so robustly that the wishes of the Kenyans have now been heard. There were antagonistic clauses, Mr. Speaker, that were offensive to some Kenyans. These clauses, Mr. Speaker, have been attended to in the right place. And there are even proposals to drop some of these offensive clauses, Mr. Speaker. It is said that a lie has speed, but the truth has endurance. Kenyans were made to believe that when we were passing the budget here is the day that we were prosecuting the finance bill. Some of them were even coming out in the streets on the day we were reading the budget because the lie was too fast, Mr. Speaker. The lies that have been peddled in media, Mr. Speaker, have been too many. But today, we have the opportunity to put the record straight that if we have a theme that we can put on this finance bill, the theme is that we have a finance bill that seeks to make Kenya not a net importer, Mr. Speaker.
Order, yes, member for Busia County. What's the point of order? And under what standing order?
Standing Order 91. Kenyans did not lie. They went to the street, and that is what prompted the editing of what you had already put. So let us not call Kenyans liars, but true citizens who cannot allow their country to go into a brink as they watch. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I might not have the time, I hope my time has been preserved, to take the Honorable Catherine Amayo through the process of budget making in this country. That this House is not moved by external forces. This House moves in its own motion, suo motu, on matters that have to do with budgeting. That the committee was already in the process of engaging Kenyans long before a fake demonstration was organized, Mr. Speaker. And the lie persists, Mr. Speaker, because even some of the photos that we were seeing out of the streets, I can tell you as a graphic editor that they do not belong to this country. Photos were being taken off the internet and being edited and posed as Generation Z. I am a photo expert, Mr. Speaker, and I can point out to you photos that were edited to look like they were in the streets of Nairobi, but they were not. But that was not the point, Mr. Speaker. My point, Mr. Speaker, I would like to let this House know that every digital image has a digital footprint. If a photo was taken in 2020 and is being used yesterday, we can tell from the metadata of that photo, Mr. Speaker. So there is no debate about that. Mr. Speaker, the truth of the matter is that we have a finance bill that seeks to move Kenya from being a net importer so that we can have cottage industries, Mr. Speaker. We can start our own manufacturing. We can reward any Kenyan who seeks to, and preserve a minute for me, Mr. Speaker, because of the interruption. I was saying, Mr. Speaker, that this finance bill allows us to tell the truth to Kenyans. For a whole 2 months, Kenyans have been told that the economy is in dire straits. But all indicators, Mr. Speaker, are telling us that the economy is moving in the right direction. Inflation is dropping from 9% to 5%.
Time up. Time up. Time up. Dick Maungu. Order, honorable members. Millie, you contribute.